Hi everyone, today we'll be doing a breed comparison. We have a Boerboel puppy and we have a Belgian puppy. I have two guests here and I will let them introduce themselves.
Hello guys, my name is Brian Matata. I've recently acquired this Belgian Malinois puppy, and I had come for education from my teacher here, Mr. Michuki, to know more about the Belgian Malinois and how to handle him in case of any instance. And I'm here to have a good time and experience more and get more knowledge about the Malinois.
Hi guys, my name is Sam Hassan. I'm here with Benji. He's a 3-month-old Boerboel puppy. Well, I'm here at Buxton Training Academy with Mr. Michuki to learn more about how I can develop my puppy and know more about how I can go about training my puppy as he grows. And that's why I'm here, and also have fun while I'm on it.
I think I'm going to start with Mr. Matata here with his Belgian Malinois puppy. Mr. Matata, is this the first time you're owning a Belgian Malinois?
Yes, this is my first time owning a Belgian Malinois. I've been a fan of this breed for a long time.
Okay.
Since I've seen videos in TikTok and YouTube, people training, and I've gained interest on it.
Okay.
And I decided to purchase one.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have a very nice puppy. First of all, I would like to go briefly into the history of Belgian Malinois.
Okay.
And as the name suggests, Belgian comes from Belgium.
Yes.
They were bred to work, so they are working dog.
Yes.
And one thing you expect from this dog is that it's going to exhibit a lot of high drive. These were hardened dog, the same with German Shepherd. But one thing you note, compared to a German Shepherd, their size is they are smaller in size than German Shepherd.
Sure.
But one thing you note with this dog is that their energy levels is very high.
Yes.
So you expect that. And then I would also like to point out that it's a very healthy breed.
Yeah.
So expect to have a very healthy dog. From there, what else would you like to know about Belgian Malinois?
I wanted to know, because I've had him for 3 days.
Okay.
I wanted to know, because he's a very high energy.
Yeah.
And that is what I was looking for from this breed.
Okay.
And one thing I wanted to know is, what should I expect when dealing with the Belgian Malinois?
Okay.
The positive side and the negative side.
Okay.
So that I can handle him really good.
Okay.
And don't instill fear or give him permission to be dominant to me.
Okay. Now, this being a male dog, you told me is a male.
She's a female.
Is a she?
Yes.
Okay. Now, where will you be living with the dog?
I live in an apartment.
Okay.
In Nairobi.
Okay.
So it's a bit tight space. I wanted to share with him.
Okay, that will bring some challenges.
Yes.
But I know it's going to bring some challenges, but we can overcome that.
Okay.
So I'm here to guide you, and I'm going to guide you throughout the puppyhood. I'm going to teach you how to take care of this dog, both exercise-wise and everything.
Yes.
Living in an apartment, of course, you don't have much space.
Sure.
So this dog requires a lot of exercises. So it's up to you to make sure that you are taking the dog out, because obviously in an apartment you don't have enough space to exercise the dog.
Yeah.
So it's up to you to make sure that you are taking the dog out, most probably to a dog park.
Yeah.
There are some exercises you can play with the dog, like fetch. They are very good at that. That's a very good way of training their energy.
Yeah, she loves toys.
Yeah. Because one thing, if you don't train their energy, they are going to turn that energy into your furniture,
Okay.
anything you have in the house, your shoes. So if you don't give him something to do, he's going to create something for himself to do, of which to not be very good for you, because he's going to exhibit very, very destructive behaviors.
Yes.
So what I would advise you is that we are going to enroll her right away into our puppy classes. I'm going to show you how we're going to go about it, and then from there she requires a lot of exercises. So of which I'm also going to show you as we go on.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Concerning the breed, she's a very high energy dog.
Yeah.
And you pointed out the fact that she has been chewing on my shoes and
Yeah.
my sofa.
Yeah, yeah.
So I wanted to know also on how to grow. How oftenly should I take her for walks? How oftenly should I train her?
Okay.
Can I leave her like for 2 days with food and travel somewhere and come back?
Okay.
Is it healthy for her? Is
Okay.
it good? Is it stable for her mind?
Okay.
And also I wanted to know the first steps that I should take in order to correct the behavior that she has exhibited on eating and barking at people when they approach me.
Okay. Okay. For training is going to take you lifetime.
Okay.
So expect to train this dog for the rest of your time, for the rest of her life. So and training comes with exercises. So you need to exercise this dog daily. Now that you have decided to get a high drive dog, there is no break. You are required to exercise, to train and exercise this dog on daily basis.
Okay.
So you need to put that at the back of your hand.
Yes.
That when it comes to training and exercise, there's no compromise.
Okay.
Okay, you said something about going away and
For a few days, like going visiting my parents or my siblings, then coming back for like 2 days or at the weekend.
Okay. One thing, you must have a caretaker. Do you have someone to take care of the dog when you are away?
No, I live alone.
Okay.
So that's why I was asking, so that I can get guidance from them.
Okay, it's not advisable to leave the dog alone. So it's better in that case you can bring the dog to us. We have boarding facilities. So meanwhile we'll be training and exercising the dog for you.
Okay.
When you're gone,
Yes.
and then when you come back, you can get your dog back.
Yes.
So don't leave the dog alone. It's not advisable.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And also I was asking about how often should I groom her? Like I can see it's not a long coat like the normal German Shepherds.
Yeah.
She's a medium coat. So how often should I groom her? Like how many times in a week?
Okay. Grooming, Belgian Malinois generally they are low maintenance in terms of grooming.
Okay.
As you can see, the coat is not very long, so it's just occasionally you can brush the fur.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to washing, I don't advocate so much washing the dog every now and then. Only wash when it's necessary. And when I say when it's necessary, like maybe you can bathe the dog maybe once after every fortnight, after 2 weeks, that is.
Okay.
Because with the washing, what you do, naturally they have oil that are supposed to protect their skin.
Yeah.
So if you wash the dog so much and very often, you're depriving that oil, and so you find that the dog will be scratching itself because it doesn't have that natural protection. So for bathing, I advise only when it's necessary, or at least every fortnight. But for grooming, you can just take a comb, pass through the fur, and you're good to go. Generally, they are low maintenance.
Okay.
Yeah.
I also had another question. It comes to like when I'm having visitors coming over and she tends to react to them. So how should I approach introducing her to my visitors so that they can be comfortable with her and her to be comfortable with the visitors?
Okay.
Since I stay in an apartment.
For now, we can excuse that because we have not started the training.
Okay.
But that's something we are going to be looking into. And we are going to solve it through training. Right now, being a guard dog, as I told you, they were supposed to be working dog. And in the process, we are also supposed to be guard dog. A guard dog, a working dog can be a guard dog, it can be a herding dog. There's so many things a working dog can do. Now, they have that natural instinct to protect. So you find that sometimes you can be reactive to strange people, of which is very expected. They're supposed to be aloof to strangers because they are at the same time is a guard dog. So through training, we are going to give him more confidence. Do you expect at any time to be using him as a guard dog?
Yeah, I wanted her to have the full compact obedience and protection.
Okay.
So that in case of someone coming to my house and trying to break into, she can protect the house. And also when I'm outside and someone tries to rob me, she can protect me. So I'm acquiring her for self-defense and for my own companion.
Yes. So what you're going to do, you're going to nurture that guarding or protection instinct. At the same time, you're going to give him her some confidence and some controllability that anytime you tell her to be calm, she can be calm. Maybe when your visitors come, you can just ask the dog to go somewhere and do a downstay. That way, you'll be able to control the dog.
That will be
and that's what we'll be doing in our puppy classes. So you have nothing to worry. I'm going to take you through all that.
So that's all I had. And also one thing, sorry for forgetting this, about the feeding. So what are the proper meals to feed like a Belgian Malinois? And how many times should I feed her during the day?
When it comes to feeding, depend on what you actually prefer. You can do dry kibble, you can do meat, maybe you can do raw. Personally, I do raw meat. So it all depends with what you want to feed your dog. What have you been feeding for the last few days?
I've been feeding her rice and some raw meat. I prefer raw meat because I saw it builds the masculinity of the dog. I had done some research.
With the rice, in this case, I want you to do away with the rice because if you want to feed raw, you need to do away with the rice in that you must cook the rice first. So unless you want to be doing rice with cooked meat, because there's no way you're going to feed raw rice to the dog. So in that case, you need to cook for the dog. So, but if you intend to do raw, which is very good, so long as the meat is not contaminated, you can freeze the meat first, and then a few minutes before feeding, you can get it out of the freezer. Make sure it's you thaw the meat for some hours, and then you can feed. And I expect, being a puppy, I expect you to feed like 3 small meals throughout the day. Maybe you can do in the morning, in the in the afternoon or around midday, and then you can do in the evening. But in small amounts. And it's very good for her growth. Instead of giving one big meal, as we do with big dogs.
And if most of the time I'm not I'm busy throughout the day and I'm not available to feed during the midday, is it good to feed so I can distribute the 2 portions in bit larger portions during the morning and during the evening?
In that case, you need to feed toys because of your availability. You can do a little bigger. You do a bigger portion in the morning when you are leaving, and then another bigger one in the evening. And then always make sure that the dog has fresh water. Always. And then one thing I would like to add, now that you'll be living in the apartment, you also need to be crate trained. When you are away, the dog is supposed to be in the crate. That's something I'll show you as we go on. So he need to be, she need to be crate trained.
Also potty training.
And that's why I'm insisting on crate training, because that's where we start the potty training. Once you put the dog in the crate, immediately you take it out. You need to go out to do its business. And one thing you note with dog, they don't like making their space dirty, you see.
I've noticed.
So that's why I'm insisting you must have a crate. So by putting the dog there, it's a small space, yes,
Yeah.
but in most cases, unless you push him too far, you push her too far,
Yeah.
very unlikely that it's going to make her space dirty. So you take that, that's how we start the potty training.
Yeah.
So immediately you come from work, the first thing you do, you take the dog from the crate and you outside to where you want it to be,
Yeah.
doing the potty.
True.
Yeah, so we need to do the crate training. I'll show you how we are going to go about it.
Yeah, it's been very interesting to come to you and learning all these things.
Okay.
And I'm sure many of people out there have so many problems with dogs. And this is the right place to come because I've learned so much while I'm here. And the question is that, as you mentioned about the Belgian Malinois, I noticed that my dog has low energy compared to the Belgian.
Yeah.
So my question is, Michuki, how will I compensate for exercise for him? Because even in the interview, I think you've noticed that he's very reluctant. He's not very active, but
Yeah.
when it comes to chewing, he's
Yeah.
very active.
Okay.
He will chew things.
Okay, okay. I think we need to go into the breed history first,
Okay.
very briefly.
Yeah.
These are South African breed
Yes.
called Boerboel. Boer,
Yeah.
that means were bred by the Boers of South Africa.
Oh, the white.
Yeah. So they crossed the African Ladless dog with some dog, Mastiff dog they brought
Yeah.
from Europe.
Yeah.
So, and they developed this dog. It's a
Okay.
very young breed. I don't think it is not even recognized by the American Kennel Club.
Okay.
It's still a breed under development.
Okay. It's a new in the.
Yeah. It's a very new breed. And the reason they developed this dog was for guarding purposes. And as you know, the Boers, they were farmers. Mostly they were farmers.
Yeah.
So they have large tracts of land.
Yeah.
And as you all know, we have a problem of wild animals, and in this case particularly lions.
Wow.
So these dogs were bred to guard or to protect against lions. So you expect to have a very big
Tough.
dog,
He's tough.
75 plus kg all the way to 100 kg. So they were supposed to be big. For a dog to guard or to protect you against lions and all that, you need a big, a huge dog. So they were bred to be huge, so that they could do their work, and what was mainly protecting the farmers plus their livestock against wild animals, and in particular lions. So expect that. I hope you had taken that into consideration before getting the puppy.
Yes.
Yeah, you expect a very big dog. Okay, you said the dog generally is docile.
It's very
Being a
good.
Mastiff,
Yes, yes.
you don't expect the same energy you get from a Belgian Malinois.
Yeah.
You don't expect the same energy from a Boerboel.
Yes.
So be kind of docile, but there are things you're still going to get in that these are very big dog.
I don't want to push him too much.
Yeah. As he matures, he'll be very pushy.
Okay.
Considering that he has a very big right size.
Dominant.
And in that case, any interaction with the family members, especially kids, the same with any dog, any interaction between family members, you are supposed to be there. They're supposed to be a grown-up person to supervise their how they interact.
Okay.
As a rule of thumb, any dog with the kids, you're always supposed to be there to make sure
Supervision.
they interact in the right way. So you, as being a big dog, it's a very big responsibility to make sure that it's well integrated into the family. Yeah. You said that you have a problem with the dog chewing on your shoes and all that.
Yes. He has problem with chewing. He's not very active.
Okay.
However, he barks and tends to alert me whenever there's which is why I got him for the farm.
Okay.
So I would like to, one thing that is exercise that I would like to stimulate his mind.
Okay.
That is the one thing I was asking.
Okay.
And the second thing is because I'm living in a farm, I tend to have farm animals and they have a lot of ticks.
Okay, okay.
And I heard you mention about washing the dog
Okay.
not oftenly. So I would like to know what methods can I use, because him staying on the farmland, I would like to control the ticks so that he don't have ticks. So is there anything you can advise me on?
Okay, okay.
For that.
Okay. Generally, Boerboel are low in maintenance. As you can see, their fur is very short. Yes. So they just need an occasional grooming.
Okay.
And then when it comes to ticks, there are measures you need to take.
Yeah.
And normally, I advise people to use. Although I'm not advertising for Bravector. Yeah. We have NexGuards too. Very good for ticks, because ticks, I hope you understand, they're very dangerous. Bring about the lymph disease or tick fever is very bad. You also need to take that into consideration. Make sure that it's up to date with his ticks medication and fleas for that matter. I advocate for it's a noro tablet whereby you just give the dog swallows. It's kind of a treat.
Okay.
Yeah, it's made like a treat, so you're just going to chew on the medicine. Very good. It's going to spread all over the body, and you're going to get a protection of 3 months.
Oh, 3 months.
Is very good.
Wow, that is nice.
So maybe I can show you a packet or something just to clarify.
Okay.
So for ticks, I recommend Bravector. We also have NexGuard. Okay. We have Frontline. Okay. They are many.
Yes.
It's up to you to make a choice.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I think I will go with Bravector.
Okay. I'll also show you another one called NexGuard. Okay. It's better you use them, and then maybe you can tell from the outcome.
Okay. Yeah. I think that is all I have. But I have one more question. How will I? How can I? How can I socialize my dog with the animals? Because I will be keeping a lot of dogs, a lot of cattle, and they will be meeting a lot of sheep. So how will I exercise the socialization for the dog?
And okay, I don't think you have a big problem considering these are puppy. Yeah. So it's up to you to make sure that you take it to the animals. Yeah. And that's what we'll be doing even here during our puppy classes.
You can help me.
We'll try to socialize the dog with as many farm animals as possible. Yes. And then from there, you're going to continue. Okay. So right now, I don't expect you're going to adjust very well to farm animals and all that.
Because he's young.
Yeah, because he's very young. So don't expect any problem from that. Okay. I think there's something we have forgotten. Yeah. I didn't hear any one of you talk about vaccination and all that. Are they up to date with their vaccination?
For now, I have done the parvo, and I think I'll have to confirm in the card. But I think there's parvo and the DHLP.
Okay.
But also I would like to be guided through with the stages of the vaccination.
Okay, I'm not a vet, so it's up to you to follow up with your vet.
Yes.
The same thing with Mr. Matata. You need to follow up with your vet to make sure that the dog gets all the vaccines. Yeah.
So I had a question about the medication. How often should you deworm your puppy for both dogs?
Okay. How often? Although your vet is going to advise you, but for me, because at this age, they're very mouthy, they like picking everything. I suggest after every 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah. Although I'm not going to override whatever your vet is going to tell you.
Yeah.
So go by what your vet is going to tell you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So guys, as you have heard, we are going to have these 2 dogs in Buxton dog training. We are going to take them through obedience training. Another chance for you guys to learn. We are going to see who is the first learner between a Boerboel and a Belgian Malinois. So guys, keep following us, subscribe to our channel, and you have so much to learn. Thank you so much.